Matty, 2 from 2. As you know yourself as a coach, it could easily have been the other way around. You could be at the bottom of the table yourself, but it's not. And all you need to do is win without a bonus point.
Yeah, I think looking at Saturday past first, I thought first half really good, took our opportunities, and to be fair, probably a bit of confident team talk at half time. I really did feel if we scored next and got a try on the board that we would crack them, but credit to Glasgow, but we fought to the end. We've showed a bit of character with the bench coming on to get us a penalty for Kirk to step up, and have every confidence in what Kirk does. So no, really good with that, and it's been made a bit easier with SRU confirming that we, it goes down to head if the points are the same. So we just need to go to Inverness and win, and it's now trying to find a way to crack a very good Cali side. 2 completely different matches and 2 completely different teams really that stepped up, and this third challenge is another challenge again. So you've got to kind of look at who's good at the 3G. Yeah, I agree with you. I think we've got a couple of Melrose boys in around the squad that are used to 3G, and obviously a few Highland boys in the Cali side. But look, I think on the whole it'll be a challenge for both sides. But Cali again are a different opposition to Edinburgh and Glasgow. They bring different threats, and I really like the style they play. They'll run for anywhere. They'll look to try and exploit us maybe on the wide channels. And look, I probably say that looking at how they won the game up at GHA last season. So we know what's coming, and for us as coaches, we've tried to look at a few things to combat that, and we'll be taking as strong a squad as possible. It'll be, I think it'll come down to who takes their opportunities and deals with the pressure best on the day. A sense of déjà vu, isn't there? Because this time last year at Braidholme, it was Caledonia Reds again, and it was for the championship effectively. We've got the same situation here now. Cali obviously can't win, the only team who can't, but you will certainly have that unfinished business in the back of your mind. There definitely is. Obviously last season up at GHA, we just didn't really get into the game at all, and to be fair, again, probably to the boys, the character, I think we scored 2 or 3 tries. There was a Badenhorst break down the touchline, and Dodsey, missed that kick at the end. But look, these things happen, and I think we just didn't really give our best that day, and that's probably been a little bit of driver through the championship. That if we got to this stage, we really want to finish on a high, and I think looking at character-wise, we've probably won the last couple of games on that, bits and pieces of performance, and it's now as coaches for us to try and mould it together and get that that ultimate performance to get a win at Inverness. You've changed places now. We're at the Greenyards because of the 3G pitch, obviously, so you've got a couple of nights to get things rolling, and another opportunity for players to put their hand up. Yeah, there is, and look, it's obviously hard. We've had boys drop out the squad through injury, boys coming in, and again tonight, and then we're at Hoyk 3G on Thursday, just again to get another session on there, and look, there's places up for grabs this weekend. There's no guarantee that the boys who played last Saturday are in. The players they know that even sessions they'll have to work extremely hard, because we've got a lot of players who haven't had an opportunity yet, and I know they're biting for it, and it's trying to see what sort of squad we take and who's available injury wise. But again, tonight will go a long way in the squad that travels to Inverness. Tonight is quite a unique little occasion as well, in a way, because you've got the Southern Knights on the pitch taking on the South. There's loads of people, including myself, who would have loved to have seen the South take on the Southern Knights. I know it's just a little bounce training match, but quite nice to see all the same. Yeah, it is, and when we came here, I know Chegg was very keen to get us to have a little bit of session, or as much as we could, and I think I'm a bit buzzing for it, to be honest, just to see where we're at. It's all right training against each other, live set piece, and having been able to run against each other. But I think tonight it'll give us an idea, little things that we want to tweak and see the detail. But again, for the Knights to get a bit of opposition before they go into their run of games. So yeah, look, even though it's a bounce game, it's it's quite good to come down and get an opposition like the Knights to run against. It's always interesting as well to talk to the players themselves and find out who likes the 3G, who doesn't. I know for a fact there's a few in the squad who absolutely hate the 3G. Then you talk to some of the backs who love this surface. So it is going to be an interesting blend, isn't it, that you take up there and eventually choose your team? Yeah, I think it does. It has to come into it. Obviously, there's a lot of boys who've played their season on the 3G here at Melrose, and that sort of experience comes into it. But for me, I think yes, fair enough the pitch, but our job doesn't change. Yeah, it might be a bit quicker. It might, the skill set will be better, but in terms of the way we want to play, we need to find a way to test Cali. We need to find a way to beat Cali, because I know they'll have a big following at Inverness, and again they've narrowly, I think all the games have all been about a point or 2 points in the last 2 weeks, so they'll have a point to prove. They're defending champions. They'll come out. They'll be hurting. They're a side who, I know the head coach as well, and they take this very seriously, and they'll be disappointed. So I'm expecting a massive backlash this weekend, and it's how we win on that surface. We're not used to it, but we'll prepare for it, and I've no question that these boys will be up to the task if us as coaches get the build-up right.
Just finally, what does this mean to you to go up there and win, make it 3 out of 3, and the championship?
It means a lot. Being involved last season showed there was glimpses of what it meant to the players and obviously the region, and then probably Saturday past showed again what it meant to the region, the support we had and what the players are trying to achieve. Personally, it's a massive accolade and opportunity I've been given by the South. And I just feel, we've went 2 for 2, and to win it would be, an icing on the cake for the season. And, I do think that this will go a long way in these players' futures as well. That's the big part of it, that there has been, hopefully confirmation that a Club 15 will return. And again, it has to go on the balance of a championship. So, yeah, there's a couple of things, obviously, personally, I really want to win it. It's something that means a lot to us, but then on the flip side, as players, this is a real stepping stone for this new Premiership that's coming along as well.